Hello everyone and welcome back to Battletech Advanced 3062. What you're looking at right now is a Clan Ghost Bear base, fully defended by a Clan Ghost Bear Lance, and it looks like 4 assault turrets, so the heaviest turret options possible, and it's a bit weird because our drop position, all the way back here, has been acceptable, it would seem, for all but one of our mechs. So it looks like Viper in the Marauder, this is the Plasma Marauder, well, he's about an inch from spitting distance from the enemy base, and nobody is there to support. So we've got ourselves in a bit of a pickle, and I'm going to have to hope that we can survive long enough to rescue our accidental point man. I swear, Sumair is getting a pay cut after this, or whoever pilots that thing. I've always thought it was Sumair or Sumire, or however you say your name. If it's Darius, that's just all the more reason to be unhappy with him. So we've reserved down to 1, and that hasn't really done us much good because most of our opponents haven't moved either. We need somebody to get up to be able to assist quickly, and well, it's a bit of a split option here. If I go up this way, I'm not entirely sure I can run through that water. I think I should be able to, but even should I do that, now I'm stuck for quite a while on that side, so I think we are going to switch over to the path on the eastern side of this seawall. The second time during this campaign, we've actually been pretty much on the same side of the same battlefield. Of course, the last time we did most of our engagement near the center, and this time it looks like we will be sticking more to the sides. But it is nice to see familiar ground, although nominally that was on a different planet. I guess if you wanted to, you could say, well, as many planets as there are with similar biomes, you're going to see seemingly repeated geography from time to time, particularly if that geography made for a decently protected base in the first place, where people would be seeking it out for their later builds as well. So moving up everybody toward the rear side of our formation before we move that Plasma Marauder. And that before part is really kind of crucial. We do, of course, have indirect fire on a medium reinforced building here. We're just going to go ahead and take that. Of course, we have 12 rounds. Well, 12 volleys that we can do, 20 rounds per volley with that LRM 20, so pretty generous ammunition there. And El Duce is the last one to move forward. Maybe I would have been able to get some shots on had I moved the Marauder first, but I really don't want the Marauder coming under any fire, and we've just now exhausted our enemy's, well, guns. So let's go ahead and move up nice, close, and personal, and see if we can make good use of these plasma rifles. So we have 5 evasion pips that'll have to do to protect us. Heavy LRM turret, not that threatening. Buildings, of course, not very threatening. And there's quad AC2 turret. I really don't like those, but 80% accuracy is not phenomenal. Twin ERPPC, ER micro lasers, those are an issue. But let's just go ahead and take our good shot here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's 1 turret down. Wonderful uses of those plasma rifles. Oh man. Okay, let's hope Viper can stay alive, because I'll be honest, I'm a little worried. There is a 40-tonner on the Ghost Bear Lance. I think that's the one that'll be moving forward right now. Pretty light tonnages here, actually. A couple of 75-tonners, a 70-tonner, I think, in the rear side of that formation. And yep, okay, one of them's got up around behind us. That's definitely the 40-tonner. Oh, it's a Viper attacking my pilot Viper. Ah, irony. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ER mediums and an SRM 6 on this 40-tonner who has 5 separate evasion pips. That's going to be quite a pain to deal with. Let's go ahead and get our crab moving up, because may as well. I think that's a decent position. And okay, there's no point in using shielded stance. He's not going to be drawing fire. Maybe we should have done a bit of a retreat with the Marauder. I wasn't expecting somebody to be able to get all the way up into flanking position that soon, which appears to have been an underestimation to my own detriment at the moment. Let's reserve down to 5. We risk our Marauder taking even more fire. Glass Spider. Oof. Either a large laser or a large pulse just landed in. Decently good effect, too. 46 damage is no small thing. Do appear to have taken it on the left torso, so it's a survivable position, but it's not exactly fun. And the thing is, those heavy sniper turrets are going to move on forward, which means we need to back up and get out of their line of sight now. The issue is, it's easier said than done. I can come around to this side of the hill, but then we're hugging that Viper closer than I would like if we do that, which would make it very risky for friendly fire, although there is no such thing, should we decide to shoot at him later on in this round. So let's go ahead and move up the Centurion. I was going to shoot probably at... Ooh, that's a good shot. It's a very deadly mech as well. Lots of pulse lasers. This could be one of our more dangerous missions that we've encountered so far. Turn off one of the SRM-6s, no need to build the heat. That's completely abysmal accuracy. We only actually land 2 of the missiles, nothing else. This is a bit of a rough spot. Frankly, it's a more dangerous spot than anything in the last mission, despite those 5 clan assault mechs that we started off facing. And they weren't even cohesively paired. The lucky thing for us is that they're shooting at the Centurion, who's really far away, and of course, no joy on that. Let's see. It's a bit of a stretch, but if I can get a little extra accuracy and land the Narc, that'll help everything else hit. I don't think we'll be able to do it. Oh, we did. Wonderful. So, okay, everything else will get a +1. Of course, that goes on top of a -10 from those 5 separate evasion pips held by the enemy Viper mech. Can I kick you? I can. But better question, before I do that, is... Okay, this position protects me from all but 1 turret. Well, you know what? No risk, no reward. Should have done this first, that way we could have had better accuracy shooting at this guy. And let's not fire in anything because the waste of ammunition that would be. We land the kick, structure exposed, all 5 of those evasion pips are gone. And you can tell I'm a little bit worried because I'm not exactly playing clean and tidy here, like I would be if everything was under control and completely normal operations. Who do I even have? Direct fire. No, doesn't really help. Orion's going to be loading up on the enemy Viper as well. See if we can get good work at the LRM-20. 84% chance to hit is not too shabby. Very nice. Very, very nice. They're reserving down, but I think that's to their own detriment, unless I get absolutely walloped here in just a minute. But I don't think I will. You know, actually let's wait just for a moment. They're reserving again. Let's go to 1. I do want them to move. If they move, that's Black Python forward. I might be able to get a good shot on him with the Atlas. There's another Black Python. Heavy fire coming in. Looks like a different configuration because that one has ballistics. I think the other one was a laser boat. Yeah, BP5 as opposed to the BP1. Double Ultra Autocannon 10, and we're taking some withering fire on our left side. We're not even going to be able to do much about that anytime soon either. So that's a definite problem. Heavy Shredder turret could actually spell doom for us. You know what? Bit of a risky shot. It might pound right into the back of our crab, but hey, he has hardened armor, that's what it's there for. Let's go ahead and see if we can get some damage on the Heavy Shredder turret. Not bad at all. Not bad. Let's hope he doesn't now shoot before I can put a second volley on him. Come on. Nope, that looks like a mech moving. It's the other Black Python. Oh no. Okay. Okay, so the ER micro lasers are very deadly. But we do survive it. And even more to the point, the enemy Viper has taken some damage, which I'm more than okay with. Not great accuracy. The bracing cockpit would help, but it wouldn't be a complete solution here. That's worse, not better. Although, actually, it's pretty good shots on the Viper. What about, can I hit the, nope, Shredder turret's outside of my range. Dagnabbit. Okay, well we're moving up because I need that whole base to be within range of the Thunderbolts. And we're going to pop Battle Lord for the extra accuracy and damage. Fire in at that Viper A. Hopefully we can kill him. Left leg destroyed, that at least knocks him off of Initiative 7. That's some benefit to us. And our Marauder will have to continue his retreat, but this time we should be able to move... Oh, jeez. Ah! PPC hit coming in, pounding into the already damaged left side of our Marauder. AC-20 shell barely missing, and I'm just waiting to see structure exposed pop up on our Marauder because it's got to be getting close. Oh jeez, that's that quad AC-2 turret. Yeah, that's where I want the crab with his hardened armor to be standing. 3 left on the left torso, 27 on the left arm, and if we don't move soon, we will be in some major trouble. Let's get the crab moving up. We do have obstructed shot, but a shot nonetheless on the Viper, and I think I'm going to pop Vigilance to inspire the rest of the team, make sure that they have their stuff in order. No! I should have done a precision strike to slow him down to 5. That's a mistake. That is a mistake, and if we pay for it, if that Viper gets up and clocks me, then it will be my own fault for the misplay. So the Viper is up. Let's see what he can do. He's moving around, firing at the Centurion, and no joy. So that right there is called luck, because we just played poorly. And the fact that we didn't get punished for it, yet anyway, is not skill. So we have to move our Marauder, we have to present a right side facing, which means we're down into the water here. Not exactly where I wanted to be. Those turrets will still be able to open up on us. And I think at the moment anyway, we're going to pop Vigilance, Guarded and Entrenched, and sink our stability, which does actually increase our accuracy as well. So it's always a perk from that. How do you miss a building? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so we can move up to Dervish, and I think we might be able to finish off the Viper. It's a shame he's not still down on his keister. That really did make it much easier to shoot him. But we still have some work that we can do. 80% chances SRMs, and there's not much between us and a kill, particularly if we go for that damaged second leg. Structure exposed, Snark detected, no joy. Well, no kill anyway. Okay, let's get Ridge Hound up here. Okay, so we're starting to kind of make up for that original positioning now. Not perfect, but it is improvement. Split fire mode is not necessary with 88% chance to hit. Let's go ahead and fire in. We do land it. It's a lot of damage. How is the thing still standing? It's a 40-ton mech. There we go. Pilot ejected. apparently yelling at the screen is not always completely useless. Okay, so they can't see me anymore. Let's let them come to me. Or they'll have to sacrifice their turret shooting, which I'm okay with. So I can move up here, that would give them vision, but we'd get vision as well. Or I could move down to the side. We prevent them from getting vision, and I can still fire. I'm not going to fire the rotary AC-5 on that, but we will fire the LRM-20 just to try and take down that medium building a little bit more. Yep, because that is the main objective, is to destroy that facility, not to necessarily deal with the garrison, which is just extra pay should we manage to kill it. Okay, so let's go forward more. We do have actually vision now, indirect, from sensors on the Black Python. I think we'll take that shot. 92.7 with precision strike, and let's take a look. We do have an XL engine. It's Clan XL, so we can't kill you off with that. Let's take a look at our hit percentages. It would be nice to take down some of the guns on this guy. Well, it's a pulse weaponry, which is deadly, but is not my favorite thing to use. So I don't particularly care about salvaging it. Let's go in, see if we can kill this thing. At least get some damage on the side torso. I do believe that was all 4 of them landing. A little bit hard to tell there at the end, with some of the animation being a bit jumpy. 3 points left. 3 points left between us and getting rid of half of this guy's guns. Oh, that just sucks. Other Black Python coming around. They do make a pretty interesting salvage target for us because, particularly if we can take them down with a fair number of parts remaining, we may be able to salvage 5 mech pieces between the 2 variants. Of course, if we have more than 2 or 3, well, more than 2 or so of one or the other, we can usually bring that online pretty well. So our King Crab is going to come up here. I would ordinarily have taken the shot on the BP5, but since we've done such excellent work on the BP1, we will shoot in here, I think. Yeah, very nice work. Might have had a head hit, or that's from an ammunition explosion. A little bit hard to tell. and 24 left in the CT, so that very nearly killed that guy. Did get rid of most of his guns, so that is at least good. Ebon Jaguar. I ran an Ebon Jaguar for a while. I love that mech. Very flexible uses. Not the most deadly thing ever, because a lot of the tonnage is taken up by engine and mobility, but very capable nonetheless, and quite powerful if put to proper use. I think it eventually fell out of favor for my Timberwolf, although for the tonnage, the Ebon Jaguar was a bit more durable, which is always worthwhile to keep in mind. So yeah, now that I have vision on us again, we are getting fired at by those turrets. I'd love to target them with Viper, because we'd have an excellent chance to kill them, but I'm not sure I can make it happen, at least not to my satisfaction. So what we'll do, we'll move right up here, and hey, Crab, can you first pop Vigilance to inspire everybody else on the team, and then, hey, if you can land 1 to 2 shots on the CT, we can get a kill. No, nothing. Admittedly, it was a side shot arc, not a front arc, but still, I was kind of hopeful for that. Let's reserve down to 6 because they don't have anybody moving on 6, and we can get our own moving up. Let's get the Centurion here, and let's just do a finishing hit on the Viper. A little bit less than ideal, or sorry, not the Viper, the Black Python. A little bit less than ideal, but I think this is fine. There it is, there's the kill. How many salvage parts do we get? Only 1. So okay, that makes it a little bit more challenging to potentially get a Black Python out of this mission. Ebon Jaguar is a 65 tonner, so this is something different. Alright, well, I'm getting ahead of myself again, and we saw the other week how much that can really hurt you if you put the salvage cart before the horse. So let's get our Dervish moving up. This is a bit overexposed, particularly with the clan Op 4, but I did it so I could get a shot on that heavy shredder turret and potentially take out the AC-20. That still represents a big risk to our lance. That is offline, so now we've taken down 2 out of 4 turrets and 2 out of 5 mechs. Or in other words, 4 out of 9 of our original Op 4. Let's leave the Marauder there for right now. I think that's okay. Glass Spider is moving up. Right, we have seen him before. Lots and lots of stuff I don't like getting shot with. Although that really, you know, it's most things in this game. And it's more pulse weaponry. It's a little bit disappointing because, again, I'm not the biggest fan. Not the biggest fan of pulse weaponry myself. Alright, let's reserve down to 2. They did it with us. And now we're in pretty good position here to use the bracing cockpit. You can see that made a world of difference for shots on the Glass Spider, also on the Black Python. You know what we're going to try to do, though? Ooh, Clan Gauss, double streak. Yeah, it's a good configuration. We are going to try to make good on wanting to salvage one of these. Please, please, please. Head cap this mech. No, nothing. But we did take out his evasive, and at the very least we'll be taking out those Ultra AC-10s pretty soon, and they are, of course, a very, very deadly armament that I would like to stop getting shot with, if I can. King Crab moving up out of sprints, and can also use Precision Strike here, although we don't have location targeting, so it's a bit more of a mixed bag. But one way or another, we will knock this guy over from those light PPCs and the Gauss rifle shots. Structure exposed, tag marked, and he's down. Well, not dead, but down. Injury resisted. Unfortunately, I was kind of hoping we might be able to get a pilot bleed out there, but no dice. Of course, the fact that he's on his back means that we can target certain hit locations again. Whether or not that's worth it is a little bit hard to say. But one way or another, I do want this guy dead, and let's go ahead and try for it. Go on to... nope. 6 is burning. Not the best accuracy here. Oh, I did not want to target that damaged torso. I'm still going for the head cap if I can get it. Engine killed. Oh well, 3 salvage parts. So even if we got everything, we'd only get 4. I don't have any of those in storage, so... well, no Black Pythons for us, although we could reasonably see one again, and if we get 3 to 4 pieces, we'll have clan mechs up soon. This is kind of what I talked about couple weeks ago, I think now, where yes, salvage is a great option, but it takes a while to get rolling, and then eventually you'll have enough copies of enough mechs, well, enough partial parts of enough mechs where you can sort of make it worthwhile. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is why I love this armament. Okay, 1 turret left, 2 mechs left, and I think we're out of the worst of it for right now. You know what? 25 cluster points. Charge! Go, crab, go! I don't really care about the damage coming back on us for that, because yeah, it dealt 100 of our 1880 armor. So that's a reasonable charge. It didn't actually knock his... Okay, well, we learned things. I've never actually charged anything prior to this, so I didn't know that it would actually not get rid of stability.
Enemy reinforcements
Oh no.
detected.
No. Enemy reinforcements. Where? Behind us. Oh. Yeah, it's a Minsk. Minsk. Wonderful mech. Great configuration there too. There's a Medusa, Ultra AC-20, pointing at my back armor. There's a Summoner F. There's a Timberwolf. Okay, boys, time to go to work. Time to go to work. We need these to land. Of course, they don't. And that PPC turret is still up, which is a problem. It needs to die yesterday. Okay, well, let's charge here. Have a Centurion finish off that turret. That'll at least get rid of damage from this location, which will let us then at least point our backs towards something without getting completely smacked. That's about the worst possible timing and location that we possibly could have had reinforcements show up on this drop. So we're going to get around behind this glass spider and let's see what we can do. How much armor is there? 45. We might be able to get a kill here if we're lucky. Yes. There it is. Not pretty. Oh, 5 salvageable parts. Maybe we'll get ourselves a glass spider, although it did just die a little bit easily for that. And that is still contingent on the assumption that we win, which is now a little bit more up in question. Okay, good dodge. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Moving on 4, moving on 3. All of the reinforcements are moving on 1, and our Atlas has no evasion pips because he's in turret mode. There's an enemy mech inside of our Atlas. It's a little desperate, man. But, okay. Alright. Very well. Let's drop down below here and get a precision strike going in on the Ebon Jaguar. We're inside our min range, the rack 5, so let's turn on just 2 shots. Everything else can fire. Yeah, we landed them both, that is nice. I would like to kill that Ebon Jaguar as quickly as humanly possible. So let's take the King Crab. 3 evasion pips up on that side, or 4 down on this one. Let's go here, maintain the 4 evasion pips. We lose a little bit of our height advantage, so that's not great. But I need to fire into this Ebon Jaguar, and there it is. Every miss absolutely hurts us right now. But at least we got a knockdown, which is something. Injury resisted again, but at least he's not in great shape. And now we can reserve down to 1. Give me someone I can shoot at with the Atlas, please. Come on, move. Somebody move. Ah. Okay, there's Medusa. Firing at the King Crab, thankfully missing. Took a side angle shot instead of a rear angle shot. Building a lot of heat. That is something we could potentially use, although Plasma Marauder is too far away to really have that be wonderful. Neither of those shots is going to be excellent, just from the sheer amount of evasion. So what we do is we move this way, and instead of taking either of those shots, we instead pound right into this Ebon Jaguar, if we can, and just quick and dirty kill, shoot for that CT, get the work done. There it is. Okay, so we could kill the Ghost Bear facility, but the issue is, with those clan reinforcements, if we give them time to shoot, we will die. We need to take those guys out. We need to take them out now, and we need to take them out Evasion unchanged because of pilot abilities on the king crab. It's actually pretty clutch there. 4 evasion pips won't get you too much on an assault mech, but it's something. And the summoner, letting loose partial volley, mostly LRMs. No great risk there yet. But if he does get direct fire, that could be an issue. Another Timber Wolf. Oh, okay. Alright. More LRM fire, we can take that. I think we have some summoner pieces as well. Okay. Okay. So we've killed 9, now we just have 5 left. It's a little, I mean, it's not exactly what you're hoping for, but yeah, there are worse things that could happen to us. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's another Viper. I'm beginning to really not like those guys. And he lands his shots because he's so tiny. He has a really big bonus because of size delta, is my guess. PPC, double small pulse, and flamer. Not a bad build. Medusa moving on 8, opening fire again. Interesting. I think he might cook himself. Let's see. Yep. Failed shutdown override. That at least gives us some options. Let's get the crab up here. I don't want that much evasion because I'd like to see the crab taking fire. We could do a precision strike. It's not necessary because we already have good accuracy on the shutdown Medusa. Let's open up with everything and no finesse kills this time. Look at that, 105, 90, jeez, so much. Let's go right for the CT. Wow, it's actually a lot of good work. Structure exposed, we rammed all of those medium lasers right into that Medusa's center torso. 65 left. XL engine, gyro, core 300, that's why it's so quick. Core 300 and a 50, oh, 50 ton, I thought it was 40. Huh. Oh, that's a Medusa, not the Viper. Yeah. The Viper's a 40 tonner. And it's probably the one moving, ah, oh, jeez. PPC lands in, more heat damage, sensors impaired. None of that is good stuff for us. Now we have 3 moving at 6. Let's get up here and finish off this Medusa, which this should easily do it. Yep, there it is. Probably only needed half that volley. Better safe than sorry, times like this. If they drop more reinforcements, we'll probably have to evac. Although in that case, we would still... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. No, no, no. No. This is why we put rear armor on our mechs. Not because we were expecting anything to get shot like that, but because they may get shot like that even when we don't expect it. So we do still need to maintain a... Ooh, that's we need to maintain a right side facing with the Marauder, because our left side is still very heavily damaged. And let's see what we can do. Shooting at the Viper B. If we get good clustering, we might be able to kill his leg here. No, but that's a lot of heat on a mech that really can't take that very well. Which works for me. I'm alright with that. And let's move the Centurion up. This looks like it might be okay. We'll get a shot off on the Viper here. No need to use a precision strike with that much accuracy. SRM6 doing good work, and the improved binary laser doing excellent piercing. Of course, this guy is falling down now, but not yet killed. Although he has to not be thrilled. Alright, this has been one of the more tense missions I think we've done as of late, really since the mission on Terra. And we need to move the King Crab. We need to probably get a Vigilance with the King Crab to sink that instability damage before anything worse happens to us. And, okay, so we can move up here. That's fine with the Orion. We're going to be a little close for the Ultra AC5, but we don't necessarily need it. So, a shot on the Minsk would be good, but not great. Let's see if we can just get a kill here. Always take guns off the field when you can. So that's 2 down, 3 left. And they are relatively heavily armed and armored, which is something that we definitely have to be worried about. There's only 1 left moving on this turn, and that's the Timberwolf Prime, carrying an absolute bucket load of lasers and missiles. Thankfully not putting the lasers online, but our King Crab's left side armor has to be getting chewed through, and I'm not a fan of that at all. So let's take a look. Yeah, it's pretty scattered damage, and our armor is holding up, but it won't hold up forever. So we are going to pop Vigilance. This will allow us to move a little better. And we'll just turn around. And I would love to shoot that Minsk, but I was debating rear shots on it with the Atlas. Probably should have waited and seen what that looked like. Oh well, let's go ahead and shoot. Yeah, that's good scattering damage. We'll enter the C3 Master, so he is target marked. Okay. Yeah, so we would have had excellent accuracy on him. In fact, you know what? We still do, because we're going to move. This is a side shot, not a rear shot, which is okay with me. Precision Strike will let us call our hit location. And let's go for the leg. See if we can take this guy off balance. We do get the leg kill. I think it actually traveled up as well. We might have gotten side torso, though can't really say for certain. APODs, I believe, are anti-battle armor tech, which isn't really going to be that useful for our combat situations. Okay, so we did get a crit inside there, but that's just because there's exposed torso structure, not because we killed the torso. There is a big difference between those. Let's move the crab up, again just walking. I would like him to draw fire, but this design is proving relatively incapable of drawing enemy fire, and that is something to think about, because, well, if he's not doing his job, then he needs to be replaced. Simple as that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 medium lasers. Summoners have relatively light armor, that's the thing, especially the stock configurations that you'll see, which is part of why I chose that mech as our target, because he's really not as heavily armored as you might think. So we're going to move up here, a little bit of a risky facing, but we still maintain our right side facing for the most part. 1, 2, 3, 4, let's see what we can do. Okay, we landed 3 by the look of it. Yep. Yeah, and the CT on that guy is pretty well unhappy at the moment. Okay, so here's the plan. Can we get a rear shot? No, we can't. So we can get a rear shot on the Timberwolf with our Centurion, but not with our Dervish. The Dervish is going to come up here and hopefully just core out the Summoner completely. Do get a cold shot on him. Open structure, and there we go. Very nice. That's exactly how this is supposed to work. Dervish coming in to finish things off. And now Ridgehound can get around behind the Timberwolf. May not get a kill on him, but if I can land the improved binary in linked mode on this guy, I might be able to take out an arm. No, that looks like a side shot, not a rear shot. We'll have to confirm the hit location here in a second. The Minsk is up. Probably should have shot at him while he was down. Double Gauss rifle is still a big issue. Both of them pounding right into our king crab. It's certainly going to be something where we need our armor polished a little bit after this, and we're actually getting a little bit unsettled just from the sheer amount of successive damage being taken there. Okay, so much as I'd like to return that fire, first we have to worry about the other mech that still can move this turn, so that means we're going to come around here with Bobsled and the Orion. I think I will replace this mech pretty soon, maybe even with the piercing Battlemaster that we have being built in the mech bay right now. Structure exposed, ER large laser destroyed. That is helpful. It's not great, but it's something. And our King Crab is now going to use a precision strike on the Minsk. Take this guy out, please. I mean, that's not quite what I meant, but it's not bad either. And now, of course, this is the Timberwolf's go. Okay, fine. So he's just running. That's alright with me. Perfectly a-okay. Now let's take a shot into the Minsk. If that's not a dead mech, I don't know what is. Down he goes. Not a lot of salvage from that, though, unfortunately. I would love to field something, clan tech, which I've been unable to do as of yet. There's lots of partial salvage. Okay, so let's go ahead and take our shot in here. Just stand still and shoot. I want to give this guy any good target he wants who hasn't already taken a ton of damage, which is getting to be slimmer and slimmer pickings on our current drop, and makes that even more important. So I'm going to pop Battle Lord and fire in. Probably should have used Haywire since he's already knocked. It would have slowed down his potential move. injury resisted, so it looks like we hit him in the head there, but he is falling down, so there's going to be a second injury roll. This one also resisted. That's a little bit depressing, and we're actually going to move our Marauder over now to finish off some of these buildings, or even start shooting at some of these buildings. So let's see. 2, let's cool off. Only need 1 to hit to get the kill. So the first structure gone. Very well, and let's see. Chancellor and the Crab, not exactly inspiring. Who else is moving on 4? That'll be the Orion. Do I have a precision strike? I don't think so. Okay, well, I wouldn't want that Timberwolf to stand up, but there might not be anything I can do about it. Let's see how much he has left in the CT. Not a lot. Well, let's go for it. Should turn the Rack 5 on more shots than I did. We did open up his CT, though, which is very nice. And now we have the Crab. If he gets this kill, it'll probably be one of his first kills. Although, no, we finished off something else on one of the other drops, and that's good enough for me. Of course, we do have a precision strike, and we will use it just to slow him down to initiative 2. Might not be necessary. And we do actually get the kill. Very nice. Hey, you know, never underestimate medium laser barrage. Maybe not in isolation, but certainly as an accompaniment to other arms. Because if you look at it, nominally that Crab is severely undergunned compared to everything else that we field. But hey, he just proved his usefulness. There is, of course, a lot of good electronics. Well, there are, of course, a lot of good electronics in that mech as well. And now we're just pounding through these military buildings, and that should be the mission. So let's see, let's get a precision strike, and this is just to prevent missing the broadside of a military barn. 1, 2, 3, 4, not bad. Guy's mostly gone for. Oh, shouldn't have done it like that. I think I can still shoot at the one that I cared to. It might just be the Narc launcher, and it is, don't care. And, oh, come on. Just let me shoot with everybody, please. But you're not going to. Not how the game is written. I know it's a bit of a waste, but let's go ahead and shoot for it. Second building is gone, and we just have 1 left to get through, and that'll be the complete drop. So we've got Ridge Hounds moving up. Put that improved binary laser to good use, if you would kindly, sir. SRM 6s as well. Probably not going to be enough to kill it. 400 some health left on that building. Let's reserve, and get the Atlas shooting again. Get those Thunderbolts online. This also may not be enough, especially because it looks like the second larger Thunderbolt did miss. Can I get any shot here? No. That's disappointing. And who's last? The Crab? No, just Brace. Well, this is unfortunately how it sometimes goes at the end of missions, but the silver lining is we can finish this off with plasma rifles. If I wanted to save on ammunition, I only fire 1, but that was very satisfying. Shouldn't be any need to get to the LZ. That should be the mission. Thank you all for hanging around, and we'll see you again real soon.